The 12 Silent Struggles of Modern Women Men Rarely See, a Stoic Story. She walked into the cafe like she had everything figured out, eyes sharp, confident smile, phone in one hand, latte in the other. But I saw it. Not the way most men do. I saw something else. A flicker of hesitation, a slight tension in her jaw, a breath that didn't quite reach her lungs. Most men would have thought she was fine. I knew better. Stoicism teaches you to watch what others ignore. 1. The smile that hides the storm. Most women are masters of composure. From a young age, they're trained to smile, be pleasant, be okay. But beneath that mask is often a storm of self-doubt, comparison, and anxiety. You'll never hear her admit it, but it's there. She could be wildly successful, yet still crumble inside from one careless comment. She laughed at my joke, but her eyes were scanning the room. Not for danger, for judgment. 2. The curse of constant comparison. Modern life, especially social media, has turned female self-worth into a battlefield. She sees flawless bodies, perfect couples, luxury lives, and quietly wonders if she's enough. This hidden weakness eats away at her sense of value. Her phone lit up with another post, some girl on a yacht in Greece. She said, "I need a vacation." What she meant was, why don't I feel as worthy? 3. Emotional turbulence, the unspoken norm. Unlike men who suppress, women feel and feel often. Hormonal cycles, social pressure, childhood conditioning, it all creates emotional turbulence. She doesn't want to be dramatic. She just doesn't know how to turn it off. And she needs a man who doesn't react, just holds steady. When she raised her voice, I didn't raise mine. I listened, not to reply, to understand. 4. The test, searching for safety and strength. She'll test you, not to annoy you, but to find your limits. She needs to know, can this man handle my chaos, my darkness, my softness? She'll push just to feel you won't fall. She accused me of not caring. I knew she didn't believe it. She just needed to feel that I wouldn't break. 5. Indecision as a cry for leadership. She never knows what to eat. That's not just a meme, it's deeper. Many women carry anxiety about making the wrong decision. They've been shamed, blamed, or misunderstood. Sometimes when she says, "You choose," she's asking, "Can you lead without controlling me?" She asked where we should go. I told her, "We're going somewhere calm." "Trust me," she exhaled like she'd waited a decade to hear that. 6. Emotional memory. She remembers what you forgot. She may forgive, but she rarely forgets. Emotional experiences are stored deeper. A moment of neglect, a careless word they replay in her mind, not because she wants to dwell, but because it left a mark. Months later, she brought up that night, I didn't walk her to her car. I forgot. She didn't. 7. Silent shame around appearance. Even the most beautiful women battle silent insecurities. Cellulite, hair loss, aging, weight. She might never say it out loud, but she notices every flaw in the mirror and wonders if you notice too. She asked if I still found her beautiful. I looked her in the eyes and said, always, not because I had to, but because I meant it. 8. A deep desire to be understood, not just heard. Men solve problems. Women want to feel understood. That's where most men go wrong. They listen to fix, not to connect. But when you truly understand her, she softens. She feels safe. Seen, she told me about her nightmare. I didn't say, "It's just a dream." I asked what it made her feel. Her whole posture changed. 9. Fears of being too much. Many women have been told, You're too emotional, too sensitive, too intense, so they hide their depth, or they lash out. Either way, it stems from fear of being abandoned for who they really are. When she apologized for crying, I didn't say, "It's okay." I said, "You don't have to be strong right now." 10. The battle between feminine strength and vulnerability. Modern women are taught to be strong, but they also long to be soft. This internal war between independence and vulnerability is exhausting. She wants a man who honors both sides without trying to fix either. She built empires by day. But at night, she just wanted to lay her head on someone's chest and be held like she was made of glass. 11. The quiet craving for presence. What she wants more than gifts or words is your presence, your full attention, your eye contact, your patience. In a world of constant distraction, your undivided presence is the rarest currency. She didn't want answers. She wanted to feel that I was really with her, not just physically, but soul deep. 12. Unspoken insecurity. Am I losing him? Even if things seem fine, she sometimes wonders if you're drifting, if your silence means something, if your tiredness is boredom. This fear can cause her to overthink, nag, or act out. But what she truly wants is reassurance. She asked, "Are we okay?" I didn't brush it off. I looked her in the eyes and said, "I'm not going anywhere." Understanding her hidden struggles doesn't make you weaker, it makes you wiser. The Stoic man isn't unfeeling. He feels everything. He just isn't ruled by it. He observes, absorbs, and decides with clarity. That's why he stands out. That's why she remembers him. And that's why, in a world full of noise, he remains. Unshake. Most men look at women and only see the surface. The hair, the smile, the confidence. But very few ever stop to ask, what's behind all that? See, the modern woman carries a weight most men will never understand. 1,000 silent battles no one claps for. Some are emotional, some are societal, but many are invisible unless you know what to look for. This isn't about judging. It's about seeing, with calm awareness, with stoic eyes. Today, I want to share with you a real moment I witnessed right here in the U.S., a simple scene, just a woman in a cafe. But it said everything. If you pay attention, life whispers truths most people are too distracted to hear. Here's what I saw. I was sitting at a small cafe in downtown Seattle, rain tapping on the windows like a soft metronome. I go there often to read or just observe. I like quiet places where you can still feel life happening. She walked in alone. Mid-30s, maybe. Smartly dressed in a navy coat, hair tied back, phone in one hand, a book in the other. She had that air of confidence a lot of men would find intimidating. But I've learned that confidence, especially in women, is often a survival instinct, not arrogance. She ordered her drink an oat milk latte, light foam, and waited by the counter, scrolling through Instagram. I watched her face shift subtly with every post she saw. Smile. Pause. Frown. Swipe. Her posture straightened, but her eyes were heavy. The kind of heaviness you don't see unless you've carried it yourself. A guy near her tried to start a conversation. Harmless stuff, cold day, huh? She gave him a polite smile, but her eyes didn't meet his. She wasn't in the mood to be charming. She was already tired from being on all week. Her name was called. She grabbed her cup and sat at the window across from me. Then she did something interesting. She put her phone down, took a deep breath, and for a few seconds just stared out at the rainy street. No filters, no performance, just Silence, that's when I saw it, that moment of pause, where all the emotions she'd been carrying, the pressure to look perfect, to stay strong, to keep it together, started to spill out in the smallest ways. Her eyes glossed. Not enough to cry. Just enough to almost. Exhaustion from always being the one who holds it all together. Pressure to be soft and strong, quiet and loud, beautiful and humble all at once, and how most men never even notice. I didn't say anything. I didn't interrupt her moment, but I nodded to her when she glanced in my direction. Not a flirt, not an invitation, just a quiet recognition. No one else noticed. People walked by, heads in their phones. But I saw her, not because I'm special, but because I've trained myself to see, not with judgment. With understanding. It hit me, then how many women out there carry silent struggles like that. Fears of not being enough. I see you. She smiled genuinely this time, then she walked out into the rain, and I thought to myself, that is what Stoicism is for, not to become cold, but to become calm enough to notice the things that truly matter.